Hey, what's up, guys? This is Zeke. Sorry, I've been gone for so long. I've been hanging out with friends, relaxing, summertime, whatever. Don't judge me. Um, but I will be making more videos consistently, um, on like a regular basis type deal. Just whenever I can, I'll try to do them. I've been just slacking past. I don't know. It's been a while. I mean, I uploaded that song a while ago, but anyway, this video is about chord stacks and how I go about them. I learned a lot from Virtual Riot. I learned a lot from Seamless. And well, I guess let me just show you this track. It's really, really Midas like, and I love it. Well, that's not the best. I'm still like mixing it down and doing whatever. I just made it today, so don't yell at me. But here it is, and then I'll teach you the chord stacks and whatever. And that's about it. I don't know about the lead yet. It's still whatever. But yeah. Let me tell you about chord stacks and why and how they're cool. Um Chords are the big old stacks. Usually start life as a saw wave with a bunch of unison on it. And that's what I did, and a bunch of voices, usually 9 or 8 voices for. I'm on Harmer. The more voices, obviously, the more noise or the more activities going on. And what you really want is this why chord stacks or sound so epic because it's just like this wall of sound and activity where the saw waves are like interacting with each other with the phases and the pitches, and if you get it right it sounds cool or whatever. And I mean, it depends on who you are and what you're trying to do. That's like the main thing. But I'm just trying to achieve that classic chord thing. Like I couldn't do it for like the longest time. Like I'm like I don't know how they do it. You just layer a bunch of saw waves unison together on top of each other. Now for this harmer, I got side A and side B on. Side A, the unison's a little bit sharper. The pitch is down, the pan's down. But when I do, I put this phase all the way up, and it's on this like full blur mode. So I guess it's like the phases are just all over the place, and you could do this too, randomize phases. That just creates more of a wall of sound because it's all over the place, but you can still hear the tone of the saw wave, obviously. Um, and then I layered that. This side, yeah, this side just a little bit more pitched up. There's a little bit of reverb on it. And this is I literally just saw Virtual Riot say this preset was a good layering thing. The plugin's called JP6K. He's like, it's always so trustworthy. I'm like, all right, I'll get it. So I think it was 25 euros, whatever that is. It seems like a older plugin anyway, so maybe it's cheap. Maybe that's why it's cheap. I don't know. I don't know how many euros convert. Fuck it. But he went to this lead and it's called Chord CYF, and he messed around with some stuff like the part detune. I don't like this plugin's new to me. I don't know. And he messed around. He took off the effects and did all this, and he got something like this. Sure, and there's a little bit of delay on it. And yeah, and those together sound like this. But probably the main part of the chord stack is the chord, obviously. Because a lot of times the way you have your chords set up, or I don't know, if you do too few chords or too few notes in the chord that you want, then it's not going to sound like the impactful awesomeness that you want. So if you're like, why isn't this happening? Just like literally add more notes or move a layer up an octave. Let's see what it sounds like when we do this. What is this? Whatever. See, that's kind of too intense. Whoops. Yeah. I'm gonna say something else. It's just all about a bunch of detuned saw waves piled on top of each other. Create a big chord like this, or even more. You can do more if you want. It depends on the situation. But creating big chords and just layering them together. And sometimes when stuff is like a lead that's like really like this detuny and like distorty, so I forgot to do that, but it's kind of like that, but even more like distorty and weird. Sometimes that right in the middle of this chord stack, just one note of it, like playing whatever you want. Sometimes that really adds to the whole wall of sound or whatever, because you're trying to just achieve like a tsunami of sound in chord form. It's weird. I don't know. You just got to put a lot of time and practice into it, and then you'll achieve your dreams or whatever. Yeah, that's how I discovered it. I just kind of watched Seamless. I think he talked about chords at some point. I don't know if he did it in how to synth or how to. I don't know, but yeah, it's all about. In Serum, there's a. When you load up Serum, you can have the option of 16 voices. On both oscillators, you have 16, so it's 32 voices. But my computer dies, so I just do harmor. I just do like one or two harmors and then something else to layer with it. It's all about layering, stacking it, layering it, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. It's all about like what you like anyway. It's like what you want to achieve and shit. And just like sometimes your chords will sound shitty by themselves also, but if you have them with like the rest of the song, they don't sound like pieces of poop. I don't know. It's like I guess you're distracted by the rest of the song, that like rest of the parts of the song that they don't sound so bad. But try doing that. Try making or designing the chords based around what else you have going. And I don't know. Other than that, that's all I know about chord stacks. I think there's like techniques and weird things you should do. Well, just with everything, there's always a certain way to do it, but the best way is your way to do it, bro. Sorry, that was okay. But yeah, have fun making chord stacks. Just about practice and like finding the sound that you want and getting it down, dog. And I will just play this for y'all, and y'all have a nice day. Love you. I need the rest of the song, please. Thank you. All right, guys. Peace.